Hi friends, welcome back to our series all about freelancing. So till now we have seen a few websites and certain techniques using which you can grab your freelance work. Now let's say once you have got this list of websites, your next step is to create a good professional looking profile. Your profile is your first connect with your probable clients, and that's why it is important that you spend enough time to give it a good professional look. Now, believe me or not, your client is not going to spend more than 10 seconds on your profile because they have a long list of profiles to go through. So it's important that you highlight your key skills and relevant words for the job so that it attracts your client's interest. Now, whether you're using freelancer.com or Upwork or LinkedIn or any other job site, their profile fields are pretty much similar to each other. So what I'll do is today I'll take you through my LinkedIn profile page, which is my favorite job search site. And we will go through each of the profile sections, and I'll try to give you some tips around how to make your profile look more professional. So let's get started. Now, when a client is looking at your profile, the most important section here is your profile picture. This is something that you have to take quite seriously. I have seen a lot of people taking this very casually, like they take a picture in the parking lot or in their backyard using a mobile front camera, not even dressed up properly. It doesn't look very good on a professional site like LinkedIn. You have to differentiate between your profile on Facebook and your profile on LinkedIn. This is going to be your first impression to your client, so it's better that you go a little orthodox here and give a formal introduction of yourself. So how you dress up, how you take that picture, or how the picture quality is, all that matters quite a lot. Now, how you dress up, it really depends upon your profession. Certain professions require you to dress up quite formally, whereas there will be other professions which are very casual in nature. For example, I am a software developer, and generally there isn't much of a dress code in my profession. But I would still go a little conservative here and dress up with a solid shirt, a formal shirt, because a lot of times my clients might be an investment firm or a banking institution where the dress code is actually formal, and they would prefer you to present yourself a little sharp. And similarly, I would try to make sure that I don't have a stubble look, or my hair is done well, things like that. The background of the image should be clean enough, and if possible, try to take this picture using a good camera. Don't go for a mobile camera taken photo. Even better if you can go to a studio and take a professionally taken photograph. After the profile picture, the next important part is here the cover photo. Now, certain sites have it, certain sites don't have it. You can keep it blank, there is no problem with that. But this is kind of an opportunity for you to give a view about your interest areas. So, for example, I am interested quite a lot in traveling and trekking. So I have given a photo of one such trek, which gives some kind of an idea about the person that I am. Then another important field here is your name, of course, and then the title. Now, in your title, try to make sure that you add the word freelance or freelancer. That definitely helps recruiters or your future clients to recognize that you are a part-time or a full-time freelancer. That increases your chance of getting a project. And don't forget to mention the location of your work, because a lot of clients, even if they allow you to work remotely, they might have certain preferences as to from where you can work. Like they might want to have the candidate located in the same city, so that sometimes if required they can meet them, or they might want them in the same province, or for some legal reasons they might want them to work from within the same country, or sometimes they might also want you to work in the same time zone so that you are online with other team members. So please make sure that this is filled up. Then the next section that you should look at is the About Me section, or sometimes called as the summary or objectives. Here, try to mention your overall experience and the domains that you have worked in, your key skills, and what you're looking for in your professional career. Don't try to make it too big, like 3 to 4 lines is good enough. Then this is one important section where you have to specify your experience. Please try to mention all the clients and companies that you have worked with and all the roles. Even if you have switched roles within the same company, please try to mention those separately here. What the client is looking for here is to get an understanding of the kind of responsibilities that you have taken as part of different roles that you played. Try to mention any kind of achievements that you did as part of this role. That also helps. Then the next section is the education section. This is pretty much straightforward. Please mention any degree, graduation, or post graduations that you have done. Also, any certifications if you have done, please mention it over here. The skills and endorsements area is also important. The client is definitely looking for the kind of skills that you have. And if your previous clients or colleagues endorse you for certain skills, that's definitely a plus point. And the most important section is actually the recommendations section. This is where the client gets to know you much better because they don't know you as a person. Some kind of a recommendation from your previous clients or colleagues gives them a sense of confidence. So please try to get as many recommendations as possible, and not just from your direct reporting managers, but also you can take it from your teammates, your colleagues, even your junior colleagues. So that kind of gives a good holistic view about you as a person. Few suggestions here. One thing is please make sure that these recommendations are correct. Like please don't write something which you are not. And this should come from the person directly. Like for example, one of my previous clients, they had offered me to, they had asked me to write down the recommendations myself, and then they said that okay, you just write it down and give it to us, and then we will post it on our behalf. I will suggest not to do that because that's not really ethical, first of all, and they are not really, like they should ideally stand by their word, like whatever they specify in their recommendation. Because a lot of times, even your future clients, they might actually contact these people through certain media and then try to ask for certain clarifications about the recommendations that they have given. So if they do not stand by what they have said, then it's not good. And lastly, your interest areas, which kind of again gives some idea about the person that you are and what kind of things that you're interested in. So you can list down any kind of communities or companies that you are interested in. So this is pretty much about the sections in your profile that you should be worried about. These fields, they will match quite a lot with even other websites, and certain websites might also have these sections where you can specify that you are open to work. So please mark those if you are looking for work currently. Yeah. So one suggestion around these kind of sections where you have to give some textual content. Please make sure that they are grammatically correct and there are no grammatical or punctuation errors in that. This kind of gives an additional weightage to your professionalism. Yeah, so that's about it for today. It's definitely worth the time that you spend on your profile because this is the first interaction between you and your client, and you don't want to miss out on the opportunity of grabbing their attention and highlighting your skills. So whichever platform you create your profile, please make sure to highlight your skills that is relevant for the job that you are looking for, and try to keep your sections as crisp as possible. Don't write paragraphs and paragraphs of information. That gets very tedious for anybody to go through. So try to keep it crisp, yet include all the information about yourself that is important for a client to know. So I guess this was helpful. See you again next time. Bye.